everybody, I am Attila Tanner. Welcome to a brand new video of Next Talk. I hope you're all doing well. It's been actually 3 weeks since the last video. We usually do it after 2 weeks, but it has been delayed a week. There is a World Cup going on. I'm not blaming it on the World Cup, but anyways. All right, many companies has reported, so we're going to go over the highlights of those companies who reported, and then we're going to go over the regular reporting for US and for Canada. So let's dive into the highlights. Analog devices, they reported a 30% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate for them has now been lowered to $219, so there is an upside for analog devices. Asana reported a 41% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate is remaining at $27, which is still a good upside for Asana. Salesforce reported a 14% year-over-year sales growth. Our target rate for them has been lowered to $233. However, there is still an upside for Salesforce. Crowdstrike reported 53% year-over-year sales growth. Our target for them has improved to $97. However, that is still lower compared to where they are trading at the moment. All right, let's look at some other companies who reported. Deere reported 37% year-over-year sales growth. Target for them has improved to $516. So there's an upside for Deere. Intuit, they reported a 29% year-over-year sales growth. Our target for them has improved to $497. There is an upside for Intuit. Nvidia, they reported a decline, 17% decline year-over-year. So our target rate for them has also been lowered to $109. And that's lower compared to where they are trading at the moment. Zoom reported a 5% sales growth year-over-year. Our target rate for them has been lowered to $133, but there is still an upside for Zoom. All right, that concludes the highlights for this time around. Let's look at the regular reporting, and we're going to start with the US market and value stocks there. ExxonMobil retains spot number 1. Taiwan Semiconductor moves up 1 spot and trading places with JP Morgan, who drops down to spot number 3. Here we're looking at high market cap companies with low price to earnings. So those companies are being value stock companies, becomes more stable companies to have in your portfolio. Dividend stocks in the US market, AT&T is number 1, Verizon is number 2, and Conoco Phillips is number 3. Growth stocks in the US market, Xpeng retains spot number 1 after the report. They had an 8% year-over-year sales growth, while the stock price had declined 66%. Docusign is a newcomer in spot number 2. They have a 22% year-over-year sales growth, while the stock price had declined 79%. Docusign will soon report, so we shall see if they will retain their spot come next report. NIO is on spot number 3. 20% year-over-year sales growth, while the stock price had declined 56%. Sea Limited, Bilibili, who was in the list before, is now out from top 3. When it comes to growth stocks, here we're looking at sales growth for a company year-over-year, comparing with its stock price growth during the same time period. We also extrapolate to current date when the report is run, just to make sure we have the latest data. We put all the companies into this huge list, and we balance it also by looking at companies' price to sale ratio. So if they have high price to sale ratio, they will be penalized for it. And they will be more at the bottom of the list. So at the bottom of the list, I consider them Pricey. And Blackstone is there. They're still number 1. Snowflake is number 2. Despite the report, they have a sales growth of otherwise of 67%, which is good. But stock price had declined 55%. But the price to sale ratio is still very high of 28. Vroom remains in spot number 3 as the pricey ones. All right, that concludes the US market. Let's dive into the Canadian market. And we start with the value stocks. Royalbank is number 1, TD Bank is number 2, and Bank of Montreal is number 3. They have a $90 billion market cap with price to earning of 8. Canadian Natural Resources drops out from top 3. You might have heard that Royalbank is considering purchasing HSBC Canada. That will strengthen their market position if that deal goes through. All right, dividends in the Canadian market. Tourmaline Oil is number 1, Keyera is number 2, and Enbridge is number 3. Growth stocks in the Canadian market. Air Canada is number 1. Algonquin Power and Utilities is a newcomer, spot number 2. 36% sales growth year over year, while the stock price had declined 19%. Kinross Gold is a newcomer, also on spot number 3. 59% sales growth, which is good, and the stock price had declined 23%. Parkland Corporation and LightSpeed, who was in the list before, is now out from top 3. Pricey ones in the Canadian market. Onyx retains spot number 1. They have a high price to sale ratio of 19. Turquoise Hill Resources is a newcomer in spot number 2. Sales declined 36%, while the stock price almost doubled to 118%. Franco-Nevada retains spot number 3 because of their high price to sale ratio of 21. Great West Lifeco is now out from top 3. All right, that concludes the report for this time around. Thank you so much for watching. If you like those videos, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on next one, hopefully in 2 weeks' time. Meanwhile, you can check us out also on Next Stock YT on Twitter. We try to publish whenever there is a new quarterly results done for a company, and we will share the information we have about it. All right, always gather a lot of information before jumping ahead purchasing stocks. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.